What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph, growing in Zone 6B. If you are here for the first time, welcome for the first time. If you are returning, welcome back. I'm in the house in my grow area in my basement. I have started a lot of my spring crops already. My onions, my brassicas, some herbs, and I'm just going to keep going with the things that I have started already. But I wanted to pop on real quick just to show you guys what I'm doing today. So I started my brassicas, which I will show you. There they are right there. I'll lean my camera a little bit. There they are right there. So these are some. And I brought this tray out for demonstration for a couple reasons. Today, I am going to go ahead and some of the cells, like I have 2 cells here that haven't germinated yet. I'm going to fill those holes with other brassica plants. Now, this here is just all broccoli. My daughter in particular loves broccoli. So since she loves broccoli so much, I sold a whole thing of broccoli. I also love broccoli. It is a staple for my household. It's one of the produce items that I buy frequently. So this year I'm really focusing on growing things that I will buy frequently. So this tray, these cells are a lot larger. Here, you can see, you might not be able to see because I have tape around here because this tray is broken, but I do like the size. This is, see, it's this large. So this is the Repotting 29 broccoli. I sold this broccoli on February the 23rd, and it looks awesome. Can't say the same for my pepper plants yet, but the broccoli looks awesome. So I haven't had an issue with this broccoli, but I am a small space gardener, so I like to maximize my space whenever I can. So I'll show y'all what I'm doing. Like I said, for this particular tray, there are a couple of cells that have 2 broccoli plants in them. What I find is, most people say that that's fine, but what I find is these plants do better when they have their own space. Now, the seed starting mix that I used came with fertilizer. Normally, once they get to about 2 or 3 sets of true leaves, so true leaves is you have the 2 sets of small leaves that pop up first, right here. Here, let me bring you in close so that you can see, in case you don't know this. So here is my broccoli plant. You see these 2 leaves right here? Those are your starter leaves, and then these here will be the true leaves. Normally, once I get to a couple of sets of true leaves, 1 or 2 sets of true leaves, I will go ahead and fertilize. Now, my basement stays relatively cool, probably right around 67 degrees or so. So I don't add air or a fan to my seedlings. I have done it in the past. I don't need to do that because there's already kind of a draft down here, so I don't do it. It does make your seedlings stronger, and I'm getting ready to put all of these seedlings, the cold hardy ones, in the greenhouse, and so that they can get a little bit of a brighter sun. Plus my growing space in the house is small, and with the daytime temperatures getting up to the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and the sun coming out consistently in my greenhouse, it's been about 80 degrees in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these seedlings in the greenhouse, open the window, and then it'll probably stay around 60 or so degrees in there, and they will get a little dry. But besides planting up more vegetables today, I'm gonna fill these holes. So since there's 1, 2, 3 missing right here, I have this tray here. You can see this tray is a lot smaller than the other one. It's still a bit smaller, but the seedling looks healthy. But only one early girl cabbage germinated. So I can use this 6-pack sale for something else. So what I'm gonna do is just make me a little divot hole right here. I am going to pop this seedling out, and then you guys will have an opportunity to see what the root system looks like. Oh, it was a huge rock at the bottom. That's no good. So take that out. This is my little seedling block. It is very healthy. I take the whole soil block like this. I don't disturb it too much. This seedling is not very developed at all. So, you know, you don't have to be as sensitive as what people say you have to be, but you don't want to be like yanking your seedlings around. So what I do is I just make a little divot in my tray, and it's almost like you're starting seeds. So you just make a hole big enough to fit this in here, and you know, I just put it in there and I press it down. That's all I do. I move this soil to the side, put that seedling in there, and I press it down. So that's what I do. I make sure my seedling is secure in its cell, and now that seedling is good to go. Now, since that is a different plant and all of these brassicas look the same, I am going to take my early variety cabbage that I started on 2.8, and I'm gonna just stick it right in there so that I know that that particular cell is early variety cabbage. Now, what else do I have? I have these lemongrass plants. As you can see, they are quite healthy as well. I started these on January the 13th, just to give you guys an idea of how long it takes for something to grow. They are looking healthy as well. The stalks are healthy. See, the stalks are healthy. And if you're not going to do a fan, just run your hand across them like that, and it will keep them nice and healthy. So again, to preserve space, I'm going to go ahead and make me a little space or divot here like this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take this lemongrass. These roots are a little bit more developed, as you can see, just like that, and I'm gonna just pop the whole cell. And this is a very healthy seedling. I did not fertilize it. I have not needed to fertilize. I found a certified organic seed starting mix that has the fertilizer already in it. And so I am going to probably use that from now on, if I'm being honest. Now, if it needs to be fertilized, or if I see that the seedlings are like yellowing a bit or something like that, then I will go ahead and fertilize them. I use fish emulsion. I know that it stinks inside of the house. I really don't care. I use it anyway. But like I said, all of these plants are a little bit cold hardy, so I'm going to put them in the greenhouse. Now, if you don't have a greenhouse and you want to start to harden off your plants, if you are in Ohio and you get a couple days that are in the 50s and 60s, put those cold hardy plants outside for a little while in the shade. Or if it's a partially sunny day, go ahead and put them outside for a couple of hours, maybe a half hour to 2 hours, and then bring them back in the house. You can do it that way too, so that by the time May comes, or for the spring, April, then they have already, your plants are already hardened off. And so then you're not spending your time going back and forth. I did that last year. It worked very well for me. And so if I do need to harden some plants off outside, I'll do that again this year. See, very nice root system. I'm going to take this plant, stick the whole plant in this hole that I made, You don't have to be that fancy with it. Just press it on in there and it will do just fine. It'll do just fine. So I do have a problem with fungus gnats right now. I absolutely hate fungus gnats, and I'm gonna have to get rid of that issue. If you don't know how to get rid of your fungus gnats, then go back and watch my video on different type of indoor pests, and then I talk about how to get rid of fungus gnats. Now, another cleanup that I'm gonna do. So now, let me go back. So now I have 2 6-packs cells that I can use for something else. Now, another thing that I am going to do is I have a couple of these. I'm gonna do a little bit of thinning. Now, I will tell you that I hate thinning. I like to keep every seedling, if I possibly can, from every cell, anything that sprouts. Sometimes it's possible and sometimes it's not. Like I have a couple of puny seedlings here, like this one. This I just pulled out of a cell with 2. Now, it does look healthy. It's small, it does look healthy, and it does have a root on it. So what I will do is I will try it. I mean, it's worth a try. I have an empty cell right here, so I'm gonna try it. And you know, a lot of times those seedlings will bounce back, or they will grow. Sometimes they have like a the seed cap stuck to it, and I just go ahead and roll my fingers around like this and pull it off. Now, for this lemongrass, I didn't label it. This is a brassica tray. I know that that's lemongrass. I don't need to label it. I already know that that's that. So that's what I'm going to spend my time on today, is potting up where I need to, separating where I need to, thinning if necessary where I need to, and then I'm going to go from there. Now, I'm slowly trying to turn my yard. Let me turn y'all around so y'all can see me. I'm slowly trying to turn my yard into an edible landscape. So I have been watching various YouTubers talking about edible landscapes. So I'm wondering how they keep the animals off of their stuff if it's not protected. But like this lemongrass, normally I do geraniums or some kind of flowers in my pots that's on my front porch on the stairs. I'm gonna still do that. Like I have these geraniums right here that look really good. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lemongrass in the middle as a spike and put the variegated geraniums around it and see how that works. Now, another thing that I noticed is this is my purple cauliflower. It looks pretty good, but again, some of these trays, this 6-pack tray is too small to support 2 plants in the same hole. So, you know, some people do it. I like to give my plants the best chance of thriving. So I'll normally go ahead and separate these out. Now, I don't have any extra holes that didn't germinate, but what I'll do is separate these seedlings here. Like, see, there's 2 in this tray right here. There are 2 in this tray right here. And what I find is they seem to grow a lot slower in the trays like that, but they look healthy and they don't need to be watered. So what I'll do is just, let me see if I can do this and show you guys, for folks that don't know how to do this. So what I did was I just squeezed the bottom of this like this. Let me turn this light off so y'all can actually see me, because this light is kind of bright. Okay. So I just squeezed the bottom of the cell to loosen up the soil block. And then here is my 2 seedlings. Don't bend yours up like I just did mine. But the roots are not like bound or anything. So I just pull them apart. Turn turn this back around so y'all can see. I take this soil block right here and I just gently loosen, gently loosen this soil block. I don't want to make a mess. Now, one thing I will tell you is, I don't know what other people do, but I don't do this while my seedlings are dry. They do not pull apart well when they are dry. For me, they pull apart great when they're wet. So see, I have 2 seedlings there. They both are healthy. I didn't damage anything. And then I will repot them in another container. And that'll be it. So those are my focuses for today. That's what I'm going to be doing, is separating, potting up if I need to. And also, I have a digital thermometer. I'll be taking the temperature of the soil for my pepper seedlings to make sure that they are at 70 degrees or warmer. Pepper seedlings germinate really, really slow if they are not at the right temperature. So I want to make sure that they are at the right temperature. And if they're not, then I probably have to add a layer, another layer of greenhouse protection, whether that's plastic wrap, bubble wrap, or whatever the case may be. Matter of fact, let me show y'all what I did with one. Y'all stay right there. So I use bubble wrap for most, but then I forgot I had these bowl covers. So I got these bowl covers from the grocery store, and this fits perfectly over here, and you see the condensation. So this one is probably just fine. Like I said, I'm having a problem with soil gnats right now. I'm gonna take care of that, and we're gonna get on to it. So, that's it, y'all. Just a quick video about what it is I'm doing, how you can separate your seedlings without having to clip them. I know it's something that I hate to do. Sometimes if they real puny, I know they're not going to survive, I let it go. But for the most part, I try to save them when I can. Now, y'all take care. I'll be outside likely this week, getting some yard cleanup done. And I will take you along for that journey. I have a couple projects I'm thinking of working on outside. Trellises I'm building, different areas I'm revamping. And so I'll take you along for the ride. I'm also going thrifty shopping this week when I go out, because I want to see if I can get me some thrift store containers that I can use for potting. Any plastic bins that's big enough to fit, whatever in. I try to go ahead and get them. All right, I might hit up Tractor Supply too. If anybody been to Tractor Supply and if they got their seed potatoes out, or if you've been to Walmart and they have their seed potatoes out, please drop it in the chat. Let me know. I've been waiting. I looked it on the website and I haven't seen anything yet. But seed potatoes are very expensive. I addressed that in the last video. I just don't see myself paying $20 for those seed potatoes. I got $5 or $10 for you. That's about it. All right, y'all take care. Y'all get out there, enjoy this nice weather. The weather is up and down. It's giving us a chance. Get that cleanup done, get that pruning done, do whatever it is you got to do so that when May come, you can do all the fun stuff. All right, I'll catch y'all on the next video. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And bye for now.